Hi, this is AG. If you love my videos, comment, like, and share them. And remember to subscribe my channel.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Supermarket Together. And it has been another month past, and the developer has provided some updates to the manufacturing department, which is related to the manufacturing desk, as well as some other small changes. So now let's take a look at them. Now, as you can see from the screen, you can see I have opened the builder menu and go to the manufacturing machinery tab so that you will find the manufacturing desk here, which will cost $7,500. So this desk, although it is called manufacturing desk, it could only be placed in this storage area. So let me just walk around and show you about this one. Like you could put it in the storage area, but then you cannot put it in the store area or the shop space, and you cannot put it in these additional manufacturing shop space as well because they are still shop space. And you can put it in any area of this manufacturing extra storage space. And then, strangely, you cannot put this desk into the manufacturing department. But of course, you also cannot put it into the order packaging department. So the only choice you will have is to put it in the storage area, but in anywhere within the storage area. So maybe just put it next to the storage shelves for the manufacturing products. Okay, so the machine looks like this. I have an icon of the manufacturing department icon, and then it just in white color, and it just looks similar to other types of desks that we have seen in the game so far. Okay, now let's take a look at what this new manufacturing desk could do for us. So we go to the desk and then click on it, and you can see it will start indexing for the products that are available or that have been sold in your store, or to say that your store provide to the customers. So far I only have base bread, custom cake, with three customized ingredients, and then the red velvet cake being selling in my store. So it will just index these three for me, and then on top here you can check uh, the available recipes that you have. So it's the full list so far because we only have 20 recipes so far. And this side, it sets producers available is one. So that because I have one employee assigned for the manufacturing role so far, so it displays as one. Okay, so now let me try to take a look at these red, yellow, and green numbers because I only have base spread to show you, so I'll use this one. So this one is in red, so it sets 1 unit in red. So let me check. No, I have 3 units. So that for the 1 units, let me go to the shelf. Okay, I have 1 unit of base spread on the shelf. So I think the red number refers to the number of products that are on the product shelves. And then yellow is 3, which I think it matches with this one. So I think yellow here means that the number of products in your storage area or on the storage shelf. And then green one is 0, which I will try to put it here. That's the box of 3 base bread that I have. And I'll go back to the machine. Yeah, so that the green one, I think it means the number of units in the boxes for that product. Okay, so let me pick it up and put it back so that I think it will change it back to, yeah, it will change it back to having 3 units in the yellow category here. So the first one stands for the number of units that you have on the product shelf for the manufacturing products. Number in yellow, it represents the number of units that you have in the storage. And the last one means the number of units that you have uh, inside of the product boxes. So when you drop off the product boxes with the inventories onto the floor, it will shows up the number of units in this green area. Now let's look at how to add the products into the queue so that the production machine could manufacture those products. It's simple. You just click on this button like this, then they will be added to the queue. And each item will disappear after a while because they have been sent to the production queue in the production machine. So let's just wait for a while for all of them to be sent to the production machine. And then now we go to the manufacturing department, go to the production machine, and you can find those items being added to the production queue. So if you want to delete the items, for example, like I have accidentally added the base bread, so I can just directly click on it to remove it from the production queue. Now, what about I want to add another type of custom cake? Will that be visible in the manufacturing desk? So let me have a test here. So I'm going to have like putting different types of like fruits for the custom cake. They add in the black coffee, espresso coffee to make it taste a little bit different flavor. So you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more combinables, which I already have one type of custom cake with 3 combinables. So I'm going to manufacture it. And since I'm not in production yet, let's see if it will be reflected in here. Okay, so it's not yet in here. So I'm going to have like 2 producers. I'm going to assign 2 employees as in the manufacturing role to see if the producers available will be changed from 1 to 2. So let me just go to the manager blackboard because I want my employee to help me with the production of the new cake, new custom cake. So I have 2 stood there now. So just one of them pick up the ingredients and the other one will do the restocking, just like this. Trace them. So like if you have more than one employee assigned in the manufacturing role, you can see them splitting their work in tasks like this. Okay, and then they will go to the manufacturing department and stand by in there. So the other employees still collecting the ingredients. It will take a bit of time for them to do that because there's quite a bit of like combinables and ingredients to be collected to make their custom cake. So I think it's finished because she's heading to the manufacturing department and then she has just put the ingredients into the machine to wait for that new type of custom cake to be manufactured. So it will take a bit of time as usual, so we just wait and see the results. And since there is like not there's not this type of new custom cake being made before, so I guess she'll put it on the shelf. Yeah, just like this. Okay, now let's go back to the manufacturing desk to see if anything has been changed. Okay, you can see that we have another type of custom cake uh, that's kind of being remembered by the manufacturing desk. So I could just put like this one, this one. So they're as different items because they have different comparables and ingredients. But then it says the producers available is still one. So let me have another text. So I'm going to add in one more production machine this side. See like if the other employee will be treated as a producer. I'm going to have like another type of product, vegetable salad, so that now there are two people, two staff, uh, doing the manufacturing job here. Okay, so one is here putting the ingredients, and the other one should be, yeah, she's here. So I'm going to go to the manufacturing desk to see if anything changes. Yeah, now you can see the two producers available. And what if I just add in another production machine, but without assigning the third employee to the manufacturing role? Let me test it out again because you can see there are like two people doing the manufacturing job. I want to have the third people. So I'll just add in the third machine to see if it counts to here. Okay, so based on my test here, I guess that one may be related to the number of production machines available instead of number of employees assigned to that manufacturing role. So my guess is that. So therefore, anyone interested, you may give it a little bit try to see how this manufacturing desk works for you and to see like because I have already unlocked all the recipes, so you may try to see if there's anything different from this if you have not yet unlocked all the available recipes. There's now the unlabeled version of the manufacturing storage shell so that you could make it a little bit more flexible for like for storage of your manufacturing products. If you have unlocked the star perk named Logistic, usually you will see that it will visualize the product's position when you hold a box of products of it. So it also now applies to the manufacturing products. Now you can see me standing in front of the storage shelf for the manufacturing products. So that one on the shelf is the base bread. So I'm going to pick it up and then you turn around and you will see there's a green arrow showing the location of where this base spread is uh, putting on the shelf. So let's now walk over to the product shelf for manufacturing products. And you can see that it points to this product shelf for manufacturing products. For any products in the queue in the manufacturing machine, you can now remove it by clicking on the cross icon to remove that item from the machine. Now let me talk about some changes other than the new manufacturing desk. There's now a new manufacturing fridge, which is under the manufacturing shelves builder menu. and it costs $650. So its name is Manufacturing Fridge Type A, and it looks like this at the front. So the fridge itself is like split into two columns, each column with four levels to like put some products on there. So let's move on to the other side. So as you can see, currently there are only the vegetable salad, fruit salad, and sandwich that would be moved from the normal manufacturing product shelf to this new manufacturing fridge. So according to the changelog, the developer plans to move the cakes into this kind of freezer in future as well. Manufacturing employee will now give a warning if the required ingredients for making the manufacturing products are not available. So in order to test this out, I have tried to get all the required ingredients for base bread from the store, from the storage area, from the product shelves, and put them all in outside of the store in these paper boxes. So suppose the employee could not get uh, the inventories to make the base bread. And now let me go to the manager blackboard. So I have already assigned one of our employee to the manufacturing role, and I have captured the units of inventories of those ingredients to have a check afterwards to see if really no ingredients would be used. And then I will have to go to the manufacturing department to have my employee who stands here to manufacture base bread. She will just hold the tray without anything, and yeah, she just directly goes to the machine, and then the machine start making the base bread without the progress of our employee to collect any ingredients or try to collect any ingredients from the store. And there's also no warning popped up, just the machines making the base bread. And okay, that's the result. It is still able to make the base bread without any inputs of the ingredients, and I think that's in good condition, right? Just full box of base bread. And now let me go to the manager blackboard and check against the screenshots that I have off screen, like for the water bottle. Let me check the units of it. So that should be the same units in the boxes, and for the olive oil, still the same, and for the flour, still the same. And then go to the next page of it, check the other two types of flours, and the supreme flour, and then white flour, still no change, and then last page of it. And then that should be the other two types of bottled water. Let me see. Yep, no change, no change, and no change to the baking powder too. So our employee, by using no ingredients at all and did not give a warning, and then she was still able to manufacture 20 units of base bread. So maybe in this case, I would try to like empty my store uh, as a test to test out whether our employee could still make the base bread even the whole store is empty. So maybe someday I'll try to do it to have this kind of test, and if I'm able to do it, I will then show you the result of it. Now let's revisit the function of the manufacturing role assigned to the employees. So let me first pick our employee to be assigned to the manufacturing role first. So our employee will be going to the manufacturing department and they will stay and stand by in there and they have nothing to do. Now that we can see that our employee has picked up that box of base bread as one of the tasks that the manufacturing employee will do is to fill up the stocks of the manufacturing products, just like this. And then we follow her back to the storage area. And they will also recycle the box and put it into the cardboard beta. And then if nothing else being assigned to them, they will just stand by in the manufacturing departments. And of course, they will go and pick up the ingredients to produce those manufacturing products. For example, like I would like them to have the rolls being manufactured. So I just choose rolls and then I'm just picking like different types of fruits to be put into the rolls. So then I'll click manufacture. And then we can see our employee started to picking up ingredients around the store. They'll pick it up from like storage area, or they will pick up from the shelves, the product shelves in the shop space, just like this. So depending on like how many combinables and how many ingredients required to like manufacture that particular type of bakery goods or manufacturing products or whatever you call them, it will decide how long they will have to stick around the shop spaces and the storage area to pick up the ingredients. So the more ingredients required, the more time they need to pick up different types of ingredients. And then they will put it into the machine, although we cannot see it. And then you can see the rolls are now in progress of being manufactured. So we need to wait a while for that one to be finished. So by the time the employee will be standby in the manufacturing department again. So we wait until it's finished so that the employee will then pick up the products. And she's going to put it onto the storage shelf because it has not been assigned to none of those manufacturing product shelves to put them to be selling to the customers. So it will be directly put into the storage shelf. So again, if we assign a position for this new product in the shelf, and then if we put it back to the storage space, then the manufacturing employee will just come and pick up that box to fill up the product shelf again, just like this. So we're repeating the process of looking at our employee to fill up that product shelf. So it will be something like this. And again, they will go back there to recycle the empty box into the cardboard beta. And then they will be standby in the manufacturing department again. So something extra is that I have just found out that there are QR codes being printed on those product boxes in the game. So I try to scan them with the QR code scanner on my phone, and then you can see the result. They will set something like this. international delivery.
Thanks for watching my video. Remember, if you love my videos, comment, like, and share them. And remember to subscribe my channel.